Howdy thrill seekers, we're back. Sorry I've been away so long, been busy. We've moved into new offices, we've got a new staff member and it's all very exciting. Big hello to Robert, our new staff member. Right, so what's been going on in the world of search? Well, a lot of extraordinary things have been happening over the last few months. The Google bomb is dead, well, presumably, but I'm going to put that to the test and I'll let you know how that goes. But what I really wanted to tell people about today was a couple of things. Firstly, big tip for the day for search engine optimization do-it-yourselfers. A lot of people have multiple domain names. Nothing wrong with that. Some of my best friends have multiple domain names. However, don't all point them at the same website. And what I mean by that is that, let's just say you've got bluewidgets.com.au and you've got bluewidgets.com and you've got maybe pinkwidgets.com.au and whatever else. The problem that most people have is that they then grab all those domain names and they just point them all at the same website. Now there's a good way to do that and there's a bad way. Most people do it the bad way. The bad way basically means that, think of it as a shortcut on your desktop, if you're a Windows user that is. You can have 3 different shortcuts all pointing at the same file. Well, that's what most people do when they have multiple domain names. That's not hard to say this. It's hard to say this time of day. The problem with doing it that way is that if you have all these domain names all pointing at the same website, Google sees that as multiple sites. It actually sees it as however many domain names you have, that's how many websites Google thinks you have. And why that's a problem is that Google has this thing called a duplicate content policy, which basically means that they won't repeat the same results. So if they find, say, the 2 web pages the same, they're only going to list one in the search engine results. And the reason for that, and once again, it gets back to what I always say, is that understand what Google's trying to do. It's trying to provide the most relevant results to a user. If you're doing a search on something and you see the first 10 results are all the same thing, you're going to stop using Google pretty quickly. So that's why Google has a duplicate content policy, is because it doesn't want to keep repeating the same results to the users. So if you have 3 domain names or 4 domain names or 5 domain names and they're all pointed at the same website, Google's only going to rank one of those. And usually it's not the one you want ranked. Usually it's pinkwidgetswithicing.com.au or something, a domain name. It's just one of those ones that you registered and it's now ranking number 1 for your given phrase. So what you need to be doing, we've got a traffic jam today, it's unusual. What you need to be doing is telling your web hosting company or your webmaster or whoever's in control, whoever you have to ring up when your website's down, whoever that person is, you need to tell them this. If you have multiple domain names, decide which is your main domain name. God, that's hard to say. And ask your web hosting company or webmaster to do what's called a permanent 301 redirect on the other domain names to your main domain name. So if we use the shortcut analogy from Windows again, that's a bit like having one shortcut that points at the file, but then you actually have multiple shortcuts that point at that one shortcut. That's what a permanent 301 redirect is. So Google will only ever see one domain name related to that website, because all the others get forwarded to that other domain name. And that is how you have to do it. That's how you have to set it up. So hopefully that helps. Now, we've moved into new offices, as a lot of you know, and as part of the move, we're going to do a networking lunch. There's about 30 other businesses. We're in the Monash Enterprise Centre. There's about another 30 businesses in there. And so we're going to have a networking lunch, and we're also going to, I'm going to talk for an hour on this stuff, doing my 1 hour presentation, all free. And the courtesy of the Monash Incubator / Monash Enterprise Centre, they'll be putting on the lunch. So, but seats are limited. We've only got 50 seats, and it is a free event, so we expect them to go fast. So if you are interested in coming, it's in Monash, or Mulgrave I should say, in Melbourne. And the date, it'll be mid-September. We haven't finalised the date yet, but I will be coming out with another video before then to give you an idea of the date. But if you are interested, it'll be a weekday lunchtime, probably around mid to late September. Shoot me an email if you're interested in coming, and it's basically me just telling you all about how to do search engine optimization for 1 hour, and we'll reserve you a seat. And basically, yeah, come along, it'll be great. Also, with the shows now, I'm going to start doing a regular show, so I'm going to need content. But people keep asking me questions about search engine optimization and that sort of thing. If you've got any questions like that, or if you think there's something else that you want to ask me that's totally unrelated, like where did you leave your car keys, stuff like that, I'll Google it for you. Just shoot it through and we'll put them in the show and get questions answered that way. And hopefully we'll answer a bunch of questions via the show that lots of you are asking, but I don't have time to respond to. So thanks very much for watching. Remember, if you have got SEO news I can use, please send it in. And if you have any questions in the meantime, get onto the website, stuartmedia.biz, on brand spanking new preservative-free servers. And we'll see you online. Thanks very much. Bye.